Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sigvald here and welcome back to another video. This one we're going to take a look at some story fights, and I got some pretty interesting stuff to show you actually in this one. First up, we're going to go with a fight against the boss Supergirl, and I did not really find her difficult on either of my accounts. I saw some of you found her difficult, that she takes no damage after a certain amount of health has been drained. I personally used on this account, obviously I did not struggle because I'm using Mr. Freeze Beta Club Raven. If I fail to one-shot her, then we have a little bit of a problem here. But on the secondary account as well, I used League of Anarchy Raven against her, and it was fine. I dealt a bit less damage, but by far enough to kill her. Yeah, we're just gonna push her in the freezing area. We do a jump attack there, that's gonna be 200 milliseconds. Raven back in there, special 1. Special 2 for Mr. Freeze. Put her back in. Also, I did try Mr. Freeze without Beta Club. I'm not gonna put that in the video because it went like garbage. Just don't. If you're not pay to win and you don't have Beta Club, I don't think you have any reason to go for Mr. Freeze. He's dumpster fire garbage without Beta Club. So yeah, special 2 in there. Keep pushing her. Kind of rough to get her frozen, but there we go. She's finally frozen again, and that's gonna be enough damage to basically kill her. And the special 2 in there to finish the job. But definitely, she did take far less damage in the second half. Also get Flash and Claw Force if you didn't see there. Not bad rewards generally speaking, but for me they were kinda garbage. And here we have the Jokerized Batarangs actually on Grodd. We don't have the Beta Club, because I wanted to see how good this would go on Grodd. And the thing about the Beta Club is that it basically has double stacking with lethal, because the lethal is going to increase your attack damage, and your dot damage that you deal is going to be dependent on how much you do on your basic attack hits. And then that dot damage that you deal is also going to be able to be increased by lethal attack damage a second time. So it basically has double scaling with Brainiac's lethal. The Jokerized Batarangs will not have double scaling with lethal. It's very similar with the Beta Club in the sense that it basically adds a value to the game that's going to be separate from all your other values, but that value is going to be a flat value and not be able to crit or lethal, sadly. So it has a little bit of a disadvantage in that regard, but nevertheless, let's see how good we can do. 8 stacks, 9 stacks, and 10 stacks. Keep in mind, Beta Club would one-shot here, so that's kind of the point where we have to hold Jokerized Batarang to. It's level 6 only, Beta Club is level 8, but at the same time it gives a lot of attack for the sword, which Beta Club wouldn't give. But Beta Club would be able to one-shot here. Another thing that I have failed to do before this fight, and I kind of regret it, I don't think it would have changed the results drastically. But we do a special 1 there, and it's 11 mil, right? 11 mil is a decent value, quite good. But the thing is, the special 1 was at level 1 before entering this fight. I had never had any use for it, and I never upgraded the special 1 of Grodd. When I saw doing 12 mil, I was like, oh, I just upgraded it at some point and forgot, nah bro, it was level 1. And it would be a decent damage increase if we had that at higher level. Indeed, it would be a decent damage increase. Not too heavy of a damage increase. I don't think we would get. Maybe we would get 100 mil more if that was properly leveled up, but that's still a decent amount. You have to use to keep using special 1 in order to apply the debuff. Jokerized Batarangs, if you didn't know, gives you all the way up to 4 fast attack hits, so we're able to hit 4 times. And at the same time, when we use special on the enemy, we're going to apply a debuff on him, the poison debuff, and when that's active, we're going to deal additional damage with our basic attack hits in separate values from our normal damage. And it is a very good artifact. But at the very least for this team in this scenario, doesn't seem to be on par with Beta Club. I might be talking shit here because it's lower level in Beta Club, and I might be overestimating how much the additional attack that we get from it matters here. But yeah, it's definitely a very good artifact, and you should be very glad if you randomly got it, but it's not gonna be on par with Beta Club, but it's definitely very strong. I have the League of Anarchy team here, and for this fight I wanted to see how much damage Harley can deal if we don't constantly tag her in and out. I mean, I decided by tagging her in and out, but this is mainly to trigger the super move, and we're going to get that done. But the thing is, Harley is going to deal a decent amount of damage on basic attack hits, even if the target is not stunned, or at the very least at this point for me. And normally I would constantly cycle her in and out for, let's say, EPI to generate some power and have some energy for a special 2, or just use the Predator button for the special 2. But for this one I wanted to see how much damage we can deal if we add Joker in there to increase our dot damage, because that's what he does with his passive, and at the same time we're going to not tag in and out, or at the very least not as much, we're just gonna combo interrupt, because even when we combo interrupt and we don't hit targets on stun, the damage is going to be 10 times smaller to an extent. I mean, not really, we still get 1 mil value, sometimes 10 times smaller, sometimes 4 times smaller, but it's still good damage. It's still pretty good damage. And we made pretty short work of Batman. This is not something that I've not seen out of this team. I've seen, I think, best case scenario dealing 1.4 million. And they might have gotten to 1.4 million there. I might test that further and see how it goes, but definitely something to think about. Now we have Manta here with Jokerized Batarangs again, and she's gonna have Sir Green Lantern to allow us to not worry about combo interruptions at the very least in the first half of the fights. This man is a little bit annoying. I don't dislike him necessarily because it's an interesting fight, but he's a little bit annoying with the extended tagging duration and the special 2 that gives you a good suck and sucks you in and you're unable to get out of it unless you use jump attacks. But jump attacks are not really the most reliable thing in the world unless you do them in a very controlled environment. For example, while the enemy is in the corner and you're able to just spam jump attack to infinite combo lock them. So we'll see how that goes here. We lost a lot of shield there on the basics he did. I think I should have tagged Vixen, because she would have survived the super move, and then we would have gotten a proper tag in with Manta, and then Manta wouldn't have lost so much of the Green Lantern shield, because just keep in mind, as soon as we lose that, we're not gonna have a great time. There we go, he did his bubble thing that sucks you in. Honestly, I thought the special one would get me out of the bubble, because like jump attack gets you out of the bubble and the special one is going to basically get you underground and you jump below where the enemy currently is, and I thought that would launch me out of it, but it doesn't. So we're going to have to rely on third special. I don't like relying on special 1 anyway, because it doesn't knock the enemy down and you basically give your enemy an opening with that. Gonna block that there. Quite funny how he sits and plays in the tags, but it's going to work for the most part. Third special in there. You know, getting a few basic attack hits in there. The Jokerized Batarang currently allows me to do 3 full combos before having to reset it, so that's definitely good. Third special. Engage the combo. I think at level 10 at peak performance you can do like 4 combos before needing to reset the debuff and usually apply the debuff with the special 2. Not sure if the burning actually will last that long, but you don't need to apply the burning for the burning effect every single fight anyway. Engage the combo there, gonna back off. Didn't use any special. When the enemy swipes towards you, you don't have to worry. If you block that and you don't get hit by it, you're gonna be fine. They're not gonna use any specials. If they do jump attacks, expect the worst. You can swipe towards me, I don't even worry about it, I know he'll not do anything. There's special in there. Re-engage the combo. Re-engage again. Again, the stun is over pretty soon, but we're not really playing League of Anarchy, so we don't have to worry about them being stunned to take that much damage. But yeah, this went well enough actually, considering the fight and the difficulties of this fight. This actually was a pretty damn decent scenario. And Manta did a pretty good number on him, not gonna lie. I think in an optimal fight we might be able to get 500 mil at this point. Here we're just gonna speed things up. We have a growth fight plus Brainiac with the Beta Club actually on. I decided to also include this because it serves basically as a comparison to the previous fight that we had, which had the Jokerized Batarangs and the same team setup. And at the same time it was kind of a boss fight, and we'll also have a reward after it, so why not put it in there? Why not put it in there? Combo interrupt, another special 1. Combo interrupt again, another special 1. Combo interrupt again, another special 1. Almost optimal scenario with Brainiac. I actually tagged Robin in there because I was not 100% sure Brainiac could survive that, and if he doesn't survive we lose all the buffs that we have built towards. And we're just gonna combo interrupt him and push him to the corner. Okay, so that's 10 mil. That's weird. It's literally kind of the same amount that we had last time. Because between that fight and this fight, we did upgrade the special one all the way to level 70, and it's basically the same amount of damage. Like, bro, what's going on? Something went terribly wrong there. Like, just think about this instance when somebody makes the argument in my videos, oh Sigval, but your classic Wonder, but your golden armor Wonderman, which is level 40, having her at higher level would have had specials at higher level, which would have dealt more damage. Yeah, no difference apparently between level 1 and level 70 special. Tell me more about it, dudes. And the rewards, again, useless to me. Some of you might have been quite happy with Ace Green Arrow. And we're going to end this fight with the room temperature IQ team. Under no circumstance you should use all the 3 characters in the same team. You can pair up Benflafs with Deathstroke, you can pair up Benflafs with Kinflant Sakoman. But don't use all 3 of them in the same team, because when you have 3 characters that are going to deal percentage health damage, you're bound to run into some problems, because they're not gonna have enough time to deal their percentage health damage. They're basically gonna lower charge damage, because they deal percentage health damage out of the enemy's current health, and you're going to keep reducing that over and over again. So that kind of sucks. But nevertheless, we're going to do our best here. And again, I'm not necessarily purposefully using this team, it was just, I had all 3 of them left at the end of the fights. This was the 6th fight of the day, so I was, I might as well. Also, Kinflant Sakoman's got Dark Mail cards on to provide the team some passive stats, and at the same time, to basically allow us to not die with the Destro clones. And it's not like I could have given him Nora Snow Globe. Like, considering that we got Kinflant Sakoman in there to deal his 3rd specials, by default Deathstroke himself is not gonna have enough time to get the best out of his clones, so trying Nora Snow Globe on Kinflant Sakoman wouldn't have been enough time, my dude. For that I like needs 5 to 6 minutes to get that done, and we only get 3 minutes per fight. It's just not gonna cut it. Just not gonna cut it. 3rd special in there. Come on, chop again. Not 3rd special, 2nd special, excuse me. 2 hits, Combo chopped. 2nd special, we're waiting on her super move here. 2 hits, Combo chopped. Another 2nd special. There we go, we tank super move. The clone is in there. I'm gonna keep pushing her to the corner. And trying to use specials as well. The clones, I don't expect them to survive too long in this environment. She's not the most friendly character to fight with them. I had to back out of that special mid animation because I would have gotten killed. Another special 2 in there. And she blocked there real fast. Okay, that clone didn't get tagged in too badly. Right after she used the special. And we got her to a corner, so this is ideal. So unless we mess up, this is gonna go well. Another special 2 in there. 2 hits, Combo and chopped. Special 2. 2 hits, Combo and chopped again. Another special 2. 2 hits again. And I think I'll eventually mess up or not. I don't really remember. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Like the video if you liked it, disliked it. Subscribe for more content like this. I'll hopefully see you all in the next one. Goodbye.
This is the future.